What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing Raya and the Last Dragon. This one came out today and was directed by Carlos Lopez Estrada and Don Hall and stars Kelly Marie Tran. Now before we start up with that like button, subscribe, post notification bells, and be notified for every video. Let's start talking about the good. So the opening backstory sequence, I thought it was fantastic. It delivers exposition on, of course, the backstory of the character of Raya. And it makes it so that it's enjoyable, and it gives you the information in a way that is fun and entertaining. The animation is fantastic. It's obviously, well, for me, I don't think it's as good as Pixar's animation, but it is not a Pixar film. If it is a strictly a Disney film, so I thought the animation was still pretty good. The score, I thought the score was great. It's very different. It doesn't feel like a classic Disney score because there are no songs. But this film doesn't need songs. This is just a pure animated action film. The storytelling I thought was fantastic because they don't deliver the exposition in a boring way. They do it in a way that's interesting and it's enjoyable. So in the opening sequence, there's a lot of exposition given because it needs that exposition for Raya's character, and I thought it was great because it was entertaining and I was never bored throughout that exposition sequence. The story was, well, for me, I think the story was really well done. This is I guess you can say, simple as well as complex story because of the characters, the way the characters all tie together, and the relationship between Raya and her, and I think it was her sister, I believe. The relationship between them, it wasn't her sister, it was her friend. It's sort of complicated because it's one of those, it's sort of like they're mad at each other, so she ends up being the villain, Raya ends up being the hero, but it was really, obviously in the end, spoiler warning, at the end, happy ending, whatever, they become friends, whatever, but her as a villain, her connection to Raya, I thought it was very well done. There are some hilarious sequences within this film. Now, I was not expecting it to be as funny as it was. I didn't think the hilarious sequences were all that bad. I thought it was going to be mostly for children, which some of the comedic sequences were obviously geared toward kids because this is a PG film, it's a Disney animated film, but it is also enjoyable for adults. There is some comedy for adults, and I thought it was very well placed in the film. The action sequences. Now this, like I said, this is a pure action film. There are no songs in this film whatsoever. It's just action sequence after action sequence after action sequence. And I thought it was fantastic. I've never seen any Disney film like this because, of course, this is the first Disney film without any songs. And it doesn't really need songs. This film, again, is a pure action film. And this is one of the first animated action films that I've seen that was very entertaining. The third act of the film, which of course has the final battle and obviously the resolution of the film, I thought it was very, very well done. You have Raya versus I believe it was her sister or her friend or someone like that. It was the villain of the film. They should have given her a little a little more screen time because she is in the end of the film. She is in the film, but the way that they deliver her character and the exposition for her character, I think they could have done just a little bit of a better job. But I thought that last fight sequence between those two characters was awesome. And the ending sequence, I thought the ending sequence was very good. It's a classic Disney ending sequence, you know, happy ending. You know, they become friends, whatever. The villain turns to a hero, and all goes well. So the ending sequence, even though it was expected, I still found it pretty enjoyable. Um, I guess the only bad thing I have to say about this film is that some funny sequences do not fit the overall tone of the film because this is, again, a pure Disney action film. Um, there are some comedic sequences, some of them did work, but some of them just did not fit the tone of the film because this film feels like a big action film. And when you put those childish comedic sequences in this film, sometimes it does not blend well, and some of the sequences do not blend well with the film and fit the overall tone of the film, but some of the hilarious sequences were fine. That's about it. Raya and the Last Dragon is a better than expected Disney animated film. I had a lot of fun with this film, and I highly recommend it, and I'm going to give Raya and the Last Dragon an A-. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can get notified for every video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.